The imperial court of Zarthul erupted in laughter as Emperor Vectrus unveiled his latest amusement. Before the assembled nobility stood a pathetic sight. A dragon, once magnificent, now reduced to a trembling creature with shattered wings and scales dulled by neglect. Princess Kareth, daughter of the fallen dragon realm of Ethermore, had been a prisoner for 3 cycles since her world's conquest. "And to whom shall we gift this broken beast?" Vectrus asked, his voice dripping with mockery. His courtiers suggested various humiliating recipients until one pointed toward the maintenance bay. "The human, the mechanic who fixes our waste reclamation systems." The court roared with approval. Humans were considered the galaxy's janitors, a species barely worthy of notice. They possessed no natural armor, no telepathic abilities, no remarkable strength. They simply fixed things. And Oren Vale, the lone human aboard the Imperial Dreadnought, was the perfect target for this cruel jest. Oren was elbow-deep in a malfunctioning plasma conduit when the guards arrived. They shoved Princess Kareth into his cramped workshop without explanation, her chains clanging against the metal floor. The dragon collapsed, exhausted and defeated. "She's your problem now, waste crawler," the lead guard sneered. "The Emperor's gift. Try not to let it die too quickly." As they departed, Oren slowly approached the dragon. Up close, he could see the extent of her injuries. Her wings had been deliberately broken, the bones set wrong so they would never heal properly. Scars crisscrossed her body where scales had been torn away. But it was her eyes that struck him most. Golden orbs filled with pain, yes, but also defiance that refused to die. "Hey there," Oren said softly, kneeling at a respectful distance. "My name's Oren. I'm guessing you didn't ask for this any more than I did." Princess Kareth's head lifted slightly. She had expected many things, more torture, neglect, perhaps a quick death. She had not expected kindness. Through the telepathic sense all dragons possessed, she felt something radiating from this strange, soft-skinned creature. Genuine compassion. Over the following days, Oren worked miracles with limited resources. He fashioned a nest from thermal blankets, jury-rigged a heating element to keep her comfortable, and used his meal rations to supplement the inadequate scraps the guards threw at her. He spoke to her constantly, treating her not as a beast but as a person. "Back on Earth," he said one evening while carefully cleaning an infected wound, "we had a saying, it's not about the fall, it's about the rise. You've fallen, princess, but that doesn't mean your story's over." Princess Kareth listened. This human possessed something her captors lacked, empathy that extended beyond his own species. When he examined her wings, his touch was gentle, apologetic when he caused pain. He didn't see a broken tool or a humiliated trophy. He saw someone who deserved dignity. "I think I can help," Oren said after weeks of observation. "Not with magic or advanced alien tech, just with human stubbornness and a lot of improvisation." Using scavenged materials from the ship's vast maintenance stores, Oren began constructing something unprecedented. He studied biomechanics texts from the Imperial database, cross-referenced them with dragon physiology, and worked through countless sleepless nights. The other crew members mocked him, but he persisted. The exoskeletal framework he built was a masterpiece of adaptive engineering. Lightweight carbon composite struts would support Kareth's damaged wings. Microservos, calibrated to respond to her neural impulses, would compensate for destroyed muscle tissue. Power cells, small but efficient, would provide the necessary energy. "It won't make you what you were," Oren admitted as he made final adjustments, "but it'll make you something new. Something maybe even better." The first test flight occurred in the ship's massive cargo bay. Princess Kareth spread her wings. Natural bone and scale merged with human innovation. The servos hummed to life. She jumped, flapped once experimentally, and suddenly she was airborne. For the first time in 3 cycles, Princess Kareth flew. Tears streamed down Oren's face as he watched her soar through the bay, performing aerial maneuvers that should have been impossible for her damaged body. The dragon's joy was palpable, a telepathic wave of pure exhilaration that washed over him. But their triumph did not go unnoticed. Emperor Vectrus arrived with his entourage, expecting to find either a dead dragon or a broken human. Instead, he witnessed something that made his blood run cold. Princess Kareth, restored and powerful, landing beside Oren Vale with protective grace. "Impossible," Vectrus whispered. "How dare a human—" "Oh, you made a mistake," Kareth's voice resonated in every mind present, strong and clear. You thought breaking me would erase my power. You thought giving me to a lesser species would be humiliating, but you forgot something crucial about both dragons and humans. Orin stepped forward, unafraid. We don't give up, we adapt. We overcome. The exoskeleton gleamed under the bay lights, a symbol of human ingenuity merged with dragon resilience. Word spread through the ship, then the fleet, then across the Empire. A human, a mere mechanic, had accomplished what the Empire's greatest scientists declared impossible. Rebellions began in conquered systems. If a broken dragon could fly again, what else was possible? If humans possessed such capability, what other species had been underestimated? Princess Kareth stood before the Emperor one final time. You gifted me as a joke, but in doing so, you gave me the one thing you could never provide: hope. This human showed me that broken doesn't mean finished. The alliance between Princess Kareth and Orin Vale became legendary. Together, they sparked a resistance that would eventually topple the Zarthul Empire, not through brute force, but through the very thing humanity had always excelled at: seeing potential where others saw ruin, finding solutions where others saw impossibility, and offering compassion where others offered only cruelty. Emperor Vectrus's joke had indeed backfired bitterly. He had underestimated the human capacity for empathy and innovation, and the dragon's capacity for hope. Some gifts, it turned out, were far more dangerous than weapons.